story there. I can show it to you very quickly there, right at the top on the front page. The top headline is illegal sale of organs increases as jobs vanish. Day to day we hear about doom and gloom, austerity around Europe and elsewhere, and this report is linked to that in some way. The report there focuses on a couple in Belgrade in Serbia. They're trying to sell one of their kidneys online for 30,000 euros. That is illegal. Pavle Mirov, he's 50 years of age. He says, I've lost my job. I can't pay the bills. This is the only way. Selling a kidney is the only way for me to get food on the table. So an excellent article, thoroughly recommended. The paper there is saying, and I want to quote, with Europe roiled by financial upheaval, the experts are saying the black market for human organs is moving to parts of Europe. So that's a bit worrying.
A concerning trend there. And we're going to move on now to Syria because it seems that truce negotiated by Kofi Annan is clearly now in tatters.
Well, assaults by President Bashar al-Assad's forces on protest areas in the last week have continued. We've heard about 2 massacres of civilians. The international community is outraged. The USA Today International Edition here has a cartoon showing Kofi Annan waving an olive branch of peace. It's somewhat forlorn, though. Look at that Syrian bear's paw. The paw belongs to Assad, who is saying, no, not another tap on the wrist. Surely, what did I do? You know, so not a pleasant situation at all regarding Syria. The Gulf News, based in the United Arab Emirates, is saying that one of those massacres, the Hula killing, might become to be seen as a turning point in the Syrian uprising. The paper's commentator is saying the reality within Syria is that the two sides have totally different interpretations of the 6-point Annan plan. The Assad regime feels it's got its reforms sorted. The opposition believes the plan is simply about a transfer of power, so a dialogue of the death. The plan won't end the violence, and no one is saying the plan is dead. So there's a kind of deadlock there. It's the only proposal on the table. That article there saying the Annan plan is a recipe for regime demise.
OK, well, moving to Asia now, in the Asian papers, Aung San Suu Kyi is in Bangkok today for the World Economic Forum. So what's been the reaction to that in the press?
Well, of course, it's a historic moment, 25 years within the walls of Burma and now free. That is expressed in the Irrawaddy magazine, which is a paper published by Burmese journalists exiled in Thailand. And here you can see a cartoon, Aung San Suu Kyi fleeing captivity as she begins a world tour. She's going to go to London to address Parliament. She'll be in Oslo to pick up the Nobel Peace Prize. She's now in Bangkok for the World Economic Forum. The Irrawaddy there is saying that she has stolen the show at the World Economic Forum. She got a standing ovation as she arrived, not there for any particular specific economic reason, but obviously she's making her presence felt on the international stage. Now, the Straits Times in Singapore is reporting on the economic angle. It's saying investors should take heed. Look at that headline there, the stampede into Myanmar, and it says, no, don't go there. The infrastructure isn't there. Banks don't even give credit to farmers. There isn't. The generals have mismanaged the country for decades. So that piece there is saying, be warned, beware.
OK, and finally, the British press, of course, getting ready for a bank holiday weekend to celebrate the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. And the Daily Mirror has a piece about Prince Charles, the Queen's son. He's been paying a TV tribute to his mum.
Well, the TV tribute will appear this weekend on BBC One, and here we can see a photo that's in the Daily Mirror, which is really fascinating. Look at that. That's 1957 in Norfolk, and you can see Prince Charles buried up to his head up in sand, and Princess Anne, and the person in the middle is not the Queen, but a corgi, as we can guess. And of course, the Diamond Jubilee celebrations are beginning this weekend. Let them begin. That piece in the Daily Mirror is saying one UK supermarket is saying it'll shift 25 million bottles of beer this weekend, and there'll be 200,000 bottles of champagne for this weekend alone. So the celebrations are underway.
Getting those corks popping. The Queen is clearly good for business. Thank you very much indeed, Nicholas, for that look at today's international papers.